Hey there, guys. Jeremy here with Consciousness Awake. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing very, very well. I hope you're having lots of positive energy. There's a lot of positive energy in the air here in my neck of the woods, especially last night. Especially last night, and somewhat today too, and I could feel it for tonight also. Lots of positive energy coming through. So I'm really enjoying that and absorbing that. And I want to say that I do feel all of you, and also thank you for, the all the recent support from all of the different members of the Consciousness Awake community that are contributing to the growth of Consciousness Awake, the channel. So thank you so much. So much gratitude towards you, and love and positive energy going all to you. All to you. And a couple things I want to touch on here. Yes, the title of this video is Akashic Records, and I'm going to go get into that in just a second. Bear with me. There's just a couple things I wanted to talk about before I jump into the video. And one of the most important things that has come to my attention the last couple days is that there are there's advertising. There's ads and advertising now on my videos. I want you to know that my intention is not to monetize my channel, so I have not you can't even monetize your YouTube channel unless you have over 1,000 subscribers. So as you can see, I'm at 853 right now. So that's proof that I'm not monetizing it myself. So it just started the last few days. I don't know why they're running advertising on my channel. First of all, for starters, I don't have the intention to monetize my channel. And secondly, they're running advertising and someone's making money basically off of my videos, and I'm not even part of that. So it's a little frustrating, a little upsetting. But I wanted to just touch on that really quickly before this video, just so that you are aware that these ads are not because I've authorized it, because I'm not even monetized. I haven't even become monetized, and I don't want to be monetized. So I will be sending a couple emails to a few different people trying to figure out why they're running advertising on my videos. So now you know where my thoughts are with that. Also, I want you to know that my intention from starting this channel is to do unedited videos, okay? I'm very busy. I have so much going on in my life, and then I have to have time for my own meditation process and do my job and deal with a lot of things. And I have daughters, and there's a lot of things I have to do every day, every week. So my believe me, and I think the rawness of unedited videos is what I prefer anyways. I mean, that's just my opinion, and also it just saves time. So, and also I want to get into a groove where I'm doing daily uploads, and if I'm doing daily uploads, there's no way I could have time to edit my videos. At least, this year, this phase of starting this channel, I mean, I can only do unedited videos. So that is kind of where my thoughts are with that also. Now, let's talk about the Akashic Records, okay? I've been getting so many different, just comments or just emails in general about people who believe in it, don't believe in it, asking me what I think about it, do I think it's real, have I been there, etc., etc., etc. The Akashic Records is a real library, okay? It is a real library. It's in the mental planes. It's in fifth density. I don't know what actual, which particular astral plane the Akashic library is in, the Akashic Records, which is a library. I don't know what like level it's in, but it's definitely in the astral planes. And it is a real place to each individual. I'm going to go over a couple things here. It's very important that you keep watching this video, actually, because I'm really going to get into depth with this and my own experience with Akashic Records. When a person, first of all, there are different ways, multiple ways to access the Akashic Records. Remote viewing, there's other ways. But to me, 90% of the experiences people have with the Akashic Records would make sense to me that they're actually happening with out-of-body experiences where you're actually astrally projecting. Now remember, we're already astrally projecting. Our consciousness is centered. It's within this human body for this life, for this experience currently now. So in essence, your consciousness, which is your soul, is projecting into this human body for this experience. Just how you can leave this human body and do astral projection and project your consciousness into these other dimensions and other reality constructs and these other bodies we have that are connected to the multidimensional essence of what we really are in reality. So people, they, through out-of-body experiences, for the most part, they're accessing past information, they're accessing future timeline information through the Akashic Records, asking questions about certain types of people and events and things, trying to get insight about particular things that they're just interested in general, especially if it's part of their spiritual development process. They're asking questions about certain things. So it's when you go into the Akashic Records, I personally think there's not one particular facility or place in 5D mental planes where there is an Akashic library. I think there's many of them. There's multiple ones because I've been there a handful of times over the years, and it didn't seem like I was, there was one that was similar a few times, and then there was a couple other times where it was a little different. So I think that there are multiple Akashic libraries that are accessible in the astral planes. I'm not saying I know everything. This is just my thoughts, opinions, perspectives. That's what this channel is all about. Is we're all, not just me, but other channels too. We are all just putting out, expressing our individual experiences and perceptions, perspectives, etc. With all these types of topics in this spiritual community that exists in a really big way here on these vlog platforms, especially on YouTube. So when a person goes to these Akashic libraries, they are, they're asking questions, looking up past current or future timelines, and they're doing it through book format or through screen format. It just depends on the person, because remember, you're in the mental plane, so how your consciousness, operates, functions, processes thoughts and questions and things will vary from consciousness to consciousness. So someone might go there, they might end up there through spontaneously or intentionally, and they'll walk up the steps up to the library, Akashic library, and go in, and maybe the way they're asking questions is through book format, and so they'll open a book, let's say, and there'll be pages in there. But what's interesting though is, not surprising, but still interesting, that it's not really like a normal book that you open up, like a Stephen King novel or anything else. It's there's like numbers and symbologies, lots of symbols in there, numbers and whatnot, and some words and letters and things. But it's not like like a book, even though it's in a book kind of like a format. And also screens, so someone might go in there and just have like a kind of like a touch screen kind of process where they're just clicking on buttons and things and seeing visual images. There's also, what I saw a few times was like holographic technology, where you have a certain question about something or something's on your mind while you're there, and then that thing kind of projects holographically in front of you, and you're just kind of watching it. So there's multiple things going on. For me, what's interesting is I'm going to share something really deep here in a second. So yeah, definitely keep watching, because in a minute here I'm going to show you something on a whiteboard, so it's on a whiteboard because I don't want to actually say it. I don't want to say it, verbally. But there was the last time I was there, I had a kind of more or less a question, and so what I have from my question, the answer I have written on a whiteboard, and then I'll show that to you in a second. But what I want to say first from personal experiences is that there's been a few times where I've gone into the Akashic library, and I was redirected. I was directed to another room, way in the back. I don't know, just kind of like a hidden little classroom. That's what it kind of seemed like. It was through a tunnel, a couple doors and turns. It was like kind of like in the basement of the Akashic library or something, and it was kind of weird. But there's been a few times where I've gone through this tunnel inside the library into a kind of a workshop, kind of like a classroom kind of setting, where there is a instructor basically showing not just me, but other people, technologies, information, data downloads. For me, those few times, especially those few times where I was just sitting down in that classroom setting, they were showing astral projection technology, ways to self-induce astral projection through technology, which was so cool, so interesting. I feel like there's a reason for all of that. It's part of my mission here. So over the coming years, as I get more and more focused and have more and more availability and time to pursue what I'm doing with this, with the astral projection community and just that whole focus, I definitely want to get into certain technologies and experimentations, and a lot of really neat stuff, a lot of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. But now let me get back to, let me close the video out with my what I asked. So last time I was there, it wasn't the classroom workshop setting. It was just a more of like go up the steps, go into the Akashic library, and right as I walked in, I was like, I have a question. And this was recent. And my question was, are there any black ops or certain agencies in the 3D matrix, in this physical reality that we're in, this Earth reality construct that we're in? Are there any agencies and whatnot that are actually, running experiments and are active and doing things in 4D and 5D in non-physical space? And And the funniest thing was, it wasn't a computer screen, it wasn't a book or anything like that. It was just a note, just a piece of paper, handwritten on the paper, just sitting on a counter, and this is what it said. In a second, you'll know why I don't want to say this. So, this is what the paper said. This one, and that one. And that there are others, but there are others involved too. There's several, but those three in particular have, done the most research and been the most active, so to speak, in especially in the 4D etheric planes, and then somewhat in the astral planes, because again, Black Ops and all these people and different private entities and governmental entities, and you have the military, and you have all this stuff, lots of different agencies. They have they started their own research decades ago. I mean, before we even before 1969, and in the first moon landing, we were running experiments in other dimensions. So, and now we're in 2021, ladies and gentlemen. 2021. There's so much going on. And I'm going to get you all the information that you need to evolve your consciousness and to evolve my own consciousness. All right? Peace.